Chris Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. He understands this is a huge conference matchup with a 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Red Wolves will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Temple's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. They're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. If he keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Out of the shotgun on third down. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Owls with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Smith. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the gun. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Hey, this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete. So Arkansas State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clay.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Right back to him on the ground. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Red Wolves moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Now they'll run the draw. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about how...
Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Temple! Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Some misdirection with the counter. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Red Wolves will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Owens. He's going to run it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Off-play action. Right down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now, there he goes. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Moving out of the pocket. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turn. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Spencer. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Red Wolves headed quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The short hands, it's Clay. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Running inside, it's Spencer. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Cobb. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside give. Powers through the defender. There's a trick. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snags it quickly on the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Caught behind the line. It's Bermudez. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down. 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Bermudez. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
On the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Immediately fires to the middle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum.
The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know.
That's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. The play action fake. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Red Wolves! They went. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run pitch by this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nope.
Open field on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Owls are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Temple lines up quickly. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Trying to get rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Hard running there. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese.
Here's a little room there. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Ready. Stay up.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Pulls it in. It's Mitchell. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Temple hoping to convert on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, going to the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Dropping back, it's Owens. Firing to the right, complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Summers. The Red Wolves in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He'll toss it. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. And the Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Smith. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running inside, it's Smith. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column. Temple will line up with a first and goal. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been